Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Today I did a little versatile look for you. Could be used for day, could be used for night, could be used to go out shopping with your mom, with your friends, whatever you want. So if you are interested, please keep watching. Do not forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Alright, so first I'm going to be starting off with the Almay Smart Shade CC Luminous Primer. It looks a little something like this. I got this at just a Rite Aid or Walgreens or something like that. It's supposed to be a color correcting primer, so a little squirt of that. Don't mind my little headband. I got this from Ulta for when I wash my face, but my hair, how it's curled, is hanging in my eyes, so I just thought it'd be a cute little time to pull it out. So we are prepped and primed, and we are going to start with our eyebrows and our eyeshadow first. I like this step because it helps prevent a lot of fallout. You can clean that up easier without wiping off your highlight and your foundation or any of that jazz, and you can clean up your edges very nicely. I think that this palette is great. You can use it to do a really crazy colorful look. You can do a nice smoky eye, or I feel like the colors are great for a nice day look. So this is the palette we are going to be focusing with today. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm going to just be using my BH Studio Pro Brow Palette and my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in color Espresso, and I'm just going to be using a mixture of two browns on my brow palette. So let's go with our eyebrows. We are going to be using the Gwen Stefani palette by Urban Decay. Today I'm going to be using a bunch of brushes by Real Technique and It Cosmetics, and we are going to be priming our little eyelids with, if I can find it, excuse me, Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion. So let's go. Okay, starting with the base color, the color Stark on the palette, it looks like this. I'm going to put that from lid to right underneath my eyebrow bone. So we use that just as a base color to help build our other colors. Next, a little help you can use if you want to get your eyeshadow nice and crisp and put together is just take a piece of tape. We'll do this. It helps get practice of where you want your eyeshadow. This is good for a beginner's technique, or if you're trying to do a very precise look, but it helps keep everything in line. I don't usually do it a lot, but I'll do it for this tutorial. So next we're going to go in the color with the color Anaheim, and we're just going to bring this. I have a lot of space to work with here, so it can get a little crazy, but we're going to bring this across our crease. Really blend out. We don't have any top color, so I'll blend it a little bit more, but when you have a distinct line right there, it's not really look, I mean, unless for some reason that's the look you're going for, but you always want to really blend that out. You want it to be a gradual going up in a more natural look. Obviously it's eyeshadow, so None of us have natural eyeshadow. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with the color Zone with an It Cosmetics crease brush. And I'm going to focus that more on that inside crease. Alright, then I'm going to go in with the color Punk, which is a pretty deep, like burgundy looking color. Looks like this. And I'm going to focus that on the outer of my lid and crease. Okay, next I'm going to be going in with the color Blonde, and I'm going to be using that on my brow bone. Then I'm going to be going in with the colors Skimp and Bathwater and mixing them together for my inner lid. Okay, now for the peeling process. So that's really going to give you a super sharp, clean look. Now, that's a little sharper than I would like, but once we put on our foundation and everything, I'll really like blend that out so it doesn't look like someone cut me. But that's how you want to get a clean, nice clean look. Okay, so moving on to eyeliner, which is very hard. I'm still learning how to get a video of this, but I'm going to be using NYX Matte Liquid Liner. All right. Okay, voila. So eyeliner is done. Moving on to face. I'm going to do a little color correcting. Color correcting is just something that I prefer not even to get into in this video, but I like to put yellow underneath my eyes to help with those dark circles and those blue and purplish undertones. I'm just going to use my finger for this. That's just a personal preference. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to be using my favorite foundation right now, which is a drugstore product. It's like $5 at Walmart and Target, and just currently is my go-to foundation. It's the Maybelline Fit Me, and it comes in a matte or a dewy version. I prefer the matte. The one I have right now is a little dark, so bear with me, but here we go. To apply it, I'm going to be using my It Cosmetics Airbrush Foundation Brush. It's the #1 brush, and this is heavenly. So, that is what I'm using. It's $24 at Ulta, and I absolutely highly recommend it. Next, I'm going to be setting my foundation with just NYX matte finishing powder. I don't know, with this I would sometimes just like to set that in because I feel like maybe with my moisturizer and everything, my face is still kind of wet and I don't want everything to start getting muddy. So it's just Set It, Don't Fret It mineral powder by NYX. Okay, so highlight and contour. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. I've had this for a while, but I'm still fairly new to it. Kind of freaks me out because I'm so used to powder for at least contouring. Highlight, I've usually always used a cream or like a liquid highlighter or concealer, but I'm going to give it a shot with the whole thing. So we're going to start with this, and I'll set it with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. So I'm going to be using for my highlight, let's go with we're going to do the neutral color for my highlight. I'm just going to be using a concealer brush by IT Cosmetics. Then next I'm going to be going in with my contour using the color Light Sculpt. Okay, to set that, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette as well as her brush I'm going to be using for that as too. I'm going to be using Lyric for my highlights, and apparently I'm slow. Subconscious for my contour. I'm just going to use a blending brush to kind of blend all that together. If you hear music periodically throughout this video, it's because Eric's behind me making a beat. So, thus, my new black curtain. Okay, So I'm going to be using the Method Baking just to clean up my contour line. I'm going to be using that same NYX setting powder and just a little drugstore spongy, the straight ends, dabbing that in. I was going to put falsies on, but honestly, I just don't feel like putting them on. So we're just going to load up the mascara. I'm going to be going in with the color Zone again and under my lower lash line. And then as well with the color Skimp, I'm going to be going into the corners. Blush, I'm going to be using the Love Flush palette by Too Faced, and I'm going to be mixing the color Justify My Love and Baby Love. To highlight, I'm going to be using Becca's little highlighting kit. It's in the color Opal, and it's the powder version. It looks like this.